Hi, it's Grandma Shonda. I wanted to come on and say hello to everybody. I'm currently driving right now, and I'm still going to go ahead and do the story time since I'll be making one up on my own. I hope everybody is having a lovely day today, and I pray that all has went well at school, at work, or whatever you found yourself doing today. This is the story about a little boy that lost his joy. Once upon a time, not too long ago, lived a little boy named Jack. Jack had so many friends. Jack had so many friends that were not his real friends. So Jack was the type of person that he was always giving, and he was always encouraging people, and he was always trying to make peace with people. But one day, Jack was walking down the street, and his best friend, Tom, asked Jack if he could hold his bicycle once they made it home. So Jack said, "Of course, you can hold my bicycle." So Jack and Tom, they began to walk down this long, dark road. Now this road was covered with real steep curves and a lot of scary trees. As they walked on along the path, they came across a deer. Yes, it was a deer, but please don't fear. The deer was friendly. So they kept on walking past the deer, and they walked upon a raccoon. The raccoon was feisty. I mean, he stood up on his two legs, and he had what appeared to be fists held up. And for some strange reason, he was angry, and he wanted to fight. So Jack and Tom, they were afraid. And my God, they had every right to be. Can you imagine walking on a dark road and you see all of these old creepy animals and one is ready to battle? Oh my. So they began to run for it. And as they ran, all you could hear was because they were so afraid. But watch out what happens next. They escaped the raccoon, but they ran into a vicious pit bull. Oh my, he was no ordinary dog. He was very mean. He growled at them as they ran past him. But the thing about it, he was on a chain and he could only go so far. So they were afraid, but he couldn't get to them. So they kept running. And they kept running. And they ran up on this empty house. When they got to the empty house, they noticed that there was a sign in the yard that said, "Beware of danger." So what would they do? What would you do? Would you go in that yard or would you go the other way? Now remember, the other way is a vicious pit bull, a raccoon, and a harmless deer. Or would you take your chances on entering in into that yard that said, "Beware of danger"? That's just what they did. They took their chances and they went in that house that said, beware of danger. As they got in the house, they began to see different things, different shadows on the wall and on the floor. And they began to get frightened. Oh no. Oh no, said Tom. We shouldn't have never entered in. And Jack said, it's okay. We're all right. So they began to go to the next room, just trying to make sure that the house was really, really, really empty. And when they walked in that room and they began to see a little boy who had been staying in this abandoned house for a year. He had everything that he needed in there, but he was all alone. Jack began to reminisce about all of the things he had, good things in life, and how happy he was with his childhood, and how happy he was, how blessed he was to have so many things. But then he was so saddened. His joy left just like that because he realized that there were children everywhere that was just like that little boy, that they didn't have anything. But Tom, he was a good friend. He wasn't one that used to try to use him and get over on him, but he encouraged him and he motivated him, and he helped Jack restore his joy. And he reminded Jack on how they could make a difference in someone's life. So you see, children, even though they went down that dark road, even though they went into that house that said, beware of danger, look at the blessing that was waiting on the inside. They met a little boy that was all alone. And now that they had run across him, they could help him. So children, the moral of this story is, yes, beware of danger, but always, always face our fears, because we never know on the other side of that thing that's so scary who we can be helping or saving. I love you all with the love of God. And that is our story today. Now, the name of that story is Jack and Tom on an Adventure. I love you all again. Be safe and have a great night. Tune in with me for tonight's prayer in about 2 hours. God bless you. God keep you. Go in God, children. Go in peace and go in love. Bye-bye. Please like and subscribe to my video. Please comment down below and share. Thank you. Bye-bye.